Race 1, we've made it. I was starting to think we weren't going to make it here, but we just arrived, managed to get unloaded. The rig is strong. I don't think I've made enough videos over the past few days for you to make any sense of what's going on, but the car looks ready. We've got scrutineering in a few minutes, so we'll see how that goes. That'll be interesting. A bit nerve-wracking for me this morning, but the aim of the game is to drive it on the trailer on Sunday and go home. That's scrutineering done. We've got the green sticker. We got away pretty lightly actually. There's a few bits that we need to sort out that we know about that they didn't really pick up on. For example, the strangly straps at the back here. But that's all done. Get back to the paddock and get set up now. Car's ready, but I've lost my keys for it. Oh no, I found them. They was in my pocket. They was in my pocket all along. Yeah, we're past scrutineering. We'll have to try and get some numbers because there are no numbers on the screen.
Are you doing a little vlog now?
Yeah, I'm doing a little vlog now because I'll not want to do one later when I'm driving the car, will I?
Interesting. I need to go and find my car. I've lost my phone.
So, PBS Brakes Hot Hat Championship opening round, of course, as it has been for everything so far today. And it's going to be a 15-minute race. Red lights go on. Out they go. Good start there from the pole position driver. That's Chris McCloy. And he is going to lead them down to Clever Corner, I think. Great, huge grid of cars heading down towards the right hander for the first time, but it's McCloy leading. It's Tate Taverner that was very out of shape there in the number 22 car, but he got that back as the control. And I think has managed to get through. There's the Ford car going through a bit further back, different shapes of Fiesta and the Mini as well.
Harry Volkard there has already passed about 10 cars on the back. The former World Touring Car driver making his debut in hot hatch in that Citroen Saxo. He absolutely blasted off the line. I guess that's kind of what you'd expect from a driver of his experience. See how far up the order in Class C he can get. Not a great start for Phil Wright. He's lost a few places, but he's with a gearbox that he didn't come to Croft with after he blew one up yesterday. A big lock up there from one of the Civics at 69, who was Joe Bauer in all of that. There's another car with a massive lock up. That's the Volkswagen Polo a bit further back. I can see another model out there. That's Warren Andrews. But yeah, a few people having big old lockups on cold brakes down into Tower Hill.
Oh, and problems there. That's the 177 car of Matthew Mandipera, and that has stopped, yes, down at Clairvaux at the first corner with smoke emitting from under the
Safety
bonnet.
car.
We've got the safety car waiting for the cars to come through, which they do now.
With Chris we've had another car off. That's behind us here at the
Stuart
complex.
Kennedy, the Volkswagen Corrado, that's off. And the tyre tracks that get him there aren't necessarily just a straight line. It looks like he's had a bit of a moment en route to the tyres.
But great start there from Chris McCloy. I don't think, and the Mini now has gone off. That's Jerry Frost in 75. He's getting back on. It's just showing how tricky it is. But up front, it's still Chris McCloy. But Phil Wright right on terms with him. And now he's challenging down into Barcroft. There's hardly room there. He found room. There was a back marker in there as well. An awesome move there from Phil Wright to take the lead. I was convinced there wasn't room for that, but he made it work. And now he's the race leader, Ian.
Very nicely. I thought Ryan Polly was going to follow through as well, and he might do now. He has it on the second part of Sunny. Poor old Chris McCloy's been mugged there. He's gone back to third place. Phil Wright leads. Ryan Polly up to second, so it's now 63 that leads from 36 in second place, 37. Chris McCloy goes down to third place as the rain continues to sweep across Croft. We weren't expecting it to turn out quite like this afternoon.
If he can hang on in his BMW Compact, but he's got the Citroen Saxo Martin Paget just behind. But yeah, I think Charlie Cole's going to come through third within Class C. Up across the line. I think he's held on there. So
let's have a look at the confirmation of the results. Phil Wright it was who completed 7 laps in that race in 15 minutes 7.18 seconds, just over half a second ahead of Ryan Polly, so 63 from 36. Chris McCloy 37 was third. Will Murfin fourth, number 31. Tate Taverner fifth, number 22. Trevor Gregory, he'll be pleased I should think, with sixth, number 44. Seventh, number 59, Daniel McKay, the first of the Fiestas, the first non-Honda in fact. Eighth, number 60, Stephen Langton. Ninth, 21, Jeff Connor, and 10th was 58, Paul Jarvis, winning Class B. He didn't get the fastest lap bonus point within Class B, the only one of the class winners not to do so.
I think we lost the footage of race 1. Battery died when we were in the what do you call the bit?
What?
Where they make you wait?
Assembly area?
Yeah, but when we were in the assembly area, the battery on the camera just died, so we missed all of race 1. It was just as we were about to go out. It was alright, didn't really move anywhere in the pack, but didn't crash. Contrary to how it may look, the car is absolutely fine. I took quite a few curbs pretty heavy, and I think we've actually knocked the camber arms, so we're just having a little fiddle with these to make them at least match, so we know that both sides have got the same, because they weren't matching anymore and my steering wheel had gone to 2 o'clock instead of 12 o'clock. So some small alterations. This weekend definitely more of a shakedown than a proper event. Just really getting used to the car. It's really different to drive to what it used to be before, but I'll explain that in some more detail going forward. Main thing is we're staying in one piece. We've got the funny number, which is good. This man's having a worse day than us. I think you call this a bong.
oh no.
Yeah, it's a good job Josh is here to help me out, because he's doing all the hard work. I'm just sitting about. Standard. We've completed some camber repairs. Hopefully that sorts out the steering wheel. If not, at least we know everything's tight. So I'll just race on it however it is tomorrow, and hopefully actually be able to record the race. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Me and Josh are going to go and get some scran, and then I'm going to retire to my Palace, which is the back of the Land Rover. Got an airbed. I'm going to fold it out. It's meant to be -2 tonight, so if you don't see any more footage after this, it's because I'm dead. And I'm frozen. I'm just stuck in the back of this Land Rover. It'd be a good way to go. What a steed to be sent off in. I'd want a Viking burial, mate. Just push that out onto the grass, set it on fire, and I'm done. Another little problem we had was the start of the race. I got really bogged down, and it's because my clutch has been really high ever since I bled it up, and I put it down to it just being new and weird, but actually we think the rod on the S2000 Master Cylinder needs to be adjusted a little bit, which sounds easy, but is actually deep under the dashboard. So I'm going to go dive in and get that adjusted.
Well, Josh sits here waiting for a test.
Josh's turn to do nothing. That is the clutch pedal adjusted, hopefully, to where it's nice. Josh is just going to take it for a bit of a test drive and see what the clutch is like. How does it feel? One sector is chucky. You're gonna have to go forward, Josh. Yeah. That box sounds whiny to me, whinier than it did before. Feel alright?
Feels heavier than I remember.
Yeah? Do us a favour, flick the rain light on, just side lights. Yeah, that looks fine, that. I've not seen it outside. Alright,
Do
sweet.
you want to pull it up so you'll get a feel?
Yeah, I'll have a go. Gearbox sounds really whiny to me. Yeah, but I think it's just the diff. Whew.
That was not elegant. I was like, I'll squeeze between the steering wheel, and I'm like, no.
That smells better.
Whoa. Better, yeah? Well, it doesn't like reverse, but I don't know if that's the box or the foot. Sweet.
Much better. Thank you all. Oh, Josh was recording that whole time, but he didn't realise. Sleeping in the back of the car wasn't all that bad, to be honest. It was cold because I think I had my feet on the window, but it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. Classic stock hatch cars are all properly cool. Oh yeah, you want to be on the internet, do you?
Huh?
You want to be on the internet, do you? Have you seen a bit of that?
Right, Joe.
Chris had to get weighed yesterday and they deemed him to be overweight, even though he's probably not really. So unfortunately, we're having to bolt some ballast into the back of the car. So what Chris did was accidentally declared his power higher than the power he actually made when he went to the dyno. So they were expecting him to be 215, but he's the same as me, he's 210 horsepower. Right, Chris, I've joined the sunglasses crew today.
Oh yeah, morning Joe.
I was inspired by Chris's sunnies, so I've got mine on.
Oh yeah, it's too sunny today, isn't it? Unlike yesterday.
I've got some just like yours in the car, but I'm not going to wear
You
them.
can't copy them. Yeah,
So
so they are race paint.
They had to put some posh race car paint on to make sure we don't take the engine apart and lose 5 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same setup as mine, isn't it? It's RSP cam, but you've got spacers on the plenum, I noticed yesterday.
Yeah.
So your mid-range might be even a little bit more
Every
chunky than mine. Unfortunately, Chris's car is identical to mine in almost every way, but he was 10 seconds a lap faster than me yesterday.
Yeah, it's the first race, so what can you expect, Joe?
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a couple of years now. You've got the potential. What does it look like? Hit me there.
Oh wow, so he's had you side of your wheel. Chris got into some quite close contact with an EP3 yesterday. I'll put a picture on. But oh, has he done that there?
Yeah.
Is that his blue paint, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll find the offending vehicle later and see if it's got any Chris coloured paint down the side of it. I'm sure it will do. Looks like Chris has got his ballast plate bolted in. He's going to get weighed. I'll wander over and we'll see what they're weighing in at.
It was great. Thanks for that, Bob. No problem. You saw this right over and need it. Do that a bit.
We're going forward.
Yeah. What's that?
Wants to be central, surely.
This is 10.
1060.
1067 there, so
You're not on the scales properly, mate. You need to just back off.
This should be quite heavy.
just roll it a bit. There we go. There we go. That's better.
$10.90.
1090.5.
He's definitely in weight now because his minimum weight's 10.75.
Yeah.
Go on a diet, Chris.
Yeah. I'm too skinny, that's my problem. No.
So these boys here next to us have got a big problem with this Clio. They've come over to me this morning, have you got any wood, mate? I was like, what for? Like, well, we're just going to drop the gearbox and change the clutch on this car. How are you getting on?
Not as good as you, mate.
Come to watch a bit of racing before we get started. It's MX-5s on the track. They look like good fun. Chris can have a sit in his car because mine is not comfortable, but he says this is really comfy. Oh, your door bars are really nice and low. Inside of Chris's car is nice and comfy, man. There's a lot of cool little race car signs kicking about in here reminding you to do stuff. I imagine that's from experience of forgetting to pull pins and forgetting to switch the camera on. He's got this cool little switch panel as well. No key barrel's gone. It's much more of a race car than what mine is.
So 15 minutes of racing ahead of us. 5-second board is withdrawn. Revs starting to rise here at Croft for the PBS Brakes Hot Hatch Championship, which is underway now. Good start from the outside of the front row by Ryan Polly. A better start from Phil Wright, as we expected. But where is Phil Wright going to be by the time they get down to Clervaux is the question. Well, he has dropped back a little bit, hasn't he? So it's Ryan Polly leading, Chris McCloy in second. Oh, and there's contact there as one car rejoins, having been off over the gravel trap. I think everyone else is just about going to get through Clervaux safely. It's a big old field though.
David Drinkwater's lost the Class A lead, by the way. Paul Durdle made a really good start. I noticed there in his Saxo. Paul Jarvis has made an excellent start. He's got about 7th position overall. The Class B leader. Yeah, Drinkwater's way back from the lead of his class, so he's got some work to do. We'll keep an eye, though, on all of the class battles as well as the overall order, which has been headed by Ryan Polly. He's trying to get away early on from Chris McCloy, who is second. And then, Wayne Shackelford, he's off at Hawthorne into the chicane. Looks like he's clobbered the tyres as well, which is a shame for him. And it's Phil Wright third, 4th is Tate Taverner, 5th is Will Murphy. Trevor Gregory is there in 6th place, and the rest of the field flow their way through Barcroft.
And the safety car I can see is waiting on the circuit. It looks like we are going to get a safety car. Yes, the safety car boards and flags are out. That's going to be to recover that Wayne Shackelford car that's gone off at Hawthorne, so hopefully that won't take too much doing. safety car, which is waiting for them pretty much at Clairvaux corner.
By Chris.
Race 2 finished, that was a bit more successful than race 1. Had a bit more fun as well, went a little bit faster. Cars made it through completely unscathed. When you watch the video, I hope it looks as close as it felt to the compact at the end there. But I thought I'd hit him for sure. Chris had a bit of a bad do. We'll go over and see him here. So Chris was battling at the top of Class A. I think he finished 6th in the end, but he cut out somewhere in the race and got bumped. I'm not sure who crashed into him, but they've done a good job. Cracked his bumper, but I don't think there's any more damage, is there? Front? Yeah, the front's real big. Made it back to base with no problems. Car's unloaded. It looks pretty much like when we left. No battle scars, no problems at all. We have got some issues with front suspension and rear suspension. I don't know if you can hear it in the onboards or not, but some nasty clattering about going on. I don't know what's causing it, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. It'll be stuff that's just not tight enough, or stuff that needs to be Loctited or lock wired or something. But we'll get to that. First race weekend, big success. Thanks for watching the video. This is what it's all been leading up to, and hopefully we'll have some more good racing content going forward through the year.